everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kyla from Digital Design. Today I am filming a September plan with me using my September monthly digital planner. I don't know about you guys, but every few months I'm ready for a change of season. I know there's been a little bit of hate on social media that I've seen personally about people rushing into fall and summer's still here. And don't get me wrong, I love summer because I live in Canada and it is cold 9 months of the year. So I enjoy the warm weather and I enjoy my summers, but I'm ready for a new season and a fresh start, and that's what I am doing today in my digital planner. If you've been following along on my social media and YouTube channel, you might have seen that I got my hands on the new iPad Air 11-inch 2024 and also the new Apple Pencil Pro, and I've been really loving using this combination together. Every month I also like to do a color of the month, and this month is brown. I'm sure you guys can tell. So I actually went ahead and put a brown Apple Pencil sleeve on my new Apple Pencil Pro, and I also got a new iPad case off Amazon for my iPad Air, and I even found this little case for my AirPods on Shein, and I just love this Sherpa teddy material for the fall, so I thought it was so cute. If you're interested in any of these items, I will link them below in my description. I create these fun wallpapers every month as well to go along with my color of the month, and this month I created a few of them. So I created this one to kind of look like a scrapbook theme. This one's just a more simple or a heart if you don't like all the clutter on your screen. And this one I made a collage with a calendar in the middle, and there's also a Monday start calendar as well if you guys prefer your weeks to start on a Monday. And you can download these for free on my freebie section on my website, which I will also link in the description below. All right, let's get into the planning part. So this is my monthly calendar for September. So it's dedicated just to the month of September 2024. So it's going to have the September calendar. It's going to be linked to weekly pages and also daily pages for September. It also has a monthly overview, a vision board section, and a month in review section. I also include these fun matching stickers that go with the same vibe that I'm going for September that you can put in your digital planner to decorate your spreads. And this monthly calendar and these stickers are available in my Etsy shop. So to open the planner, you just click the month and it will take you to the index page. So from here, the first thing that I'm going to plan is the September overview. This page is pretty straightforward. It is an overview of the month, so you can write your focus that you want to do for the month, your top 3 priorities, any other important dues that you want to do, any birthdays or events for the month, as well as appointments. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down this month's focus, and personally I like to use what's called the scribble feature because it uses a font rather than my own handwriting. So I'm using a font from my Etsy shop called Digital Design, and I'm using size 30 with the scribble feature. So I'm just going to tap on the page once I click the text tool, and then I'm simply just going to write. So my focus this month is to film more YouTube videos. I find I'm only maybe posting once or twice a month, and my goal this month is to post 4 YouTube videos. So that's what I'm going to write in here. And then I'm just going to use the lasso tool and center it on here. Now I'm going to move down to my top 3 priorities for the month. So they are my 3 non-negotiable to-do items that I want to do for September. So the first thing that I need to do is finish my website. I'm actually working on a new website because the website host that I'm currently using keeps upping their prices, and it's honestly just getting really expensive. So I'm working on a new website, so keep an eye out for that. The next couple things that I want to work on here are a Notion planner. It's been a really big work in progress. I'm trying to get it done. It's just taking a really long time because I want to make sure it's perfect. And then I also have an Excel budget spreadsheet that I'm working on, and that is actually almost done. So now I'm just going to move on to other things that I want to do, but if I can't get them done, it's not the end of the world, but there's still things that are on my mind and that I want to accomplish. All right, that's all I'm gonna add for now. I'm sure more things are going to come up throughout the month, but I'm just gonna start with this. And for September, I actually don't have any birthdays or events yet, which is amazing because my summer was absolutely crazy. I do have a couple of appointments though, so I'm gonna go ahead and write those in. So that's all the appointments I have this month, just a couple, which I am totally fine with because like I said, my summer was crazy. So I'm gonna take this slow September. So the next thing I'm going to do is just add some color to this spread. So I like to decorate with pens, highlighters, and pictures and stickers. I'm actually going to go to my digital stickers here, and then I'm going to scroll over to my highlighter tool. And I've already added the colors in, but you can find these colors by using the color dropper so that your highlighters match your theme. Click this little plus sign up here, scroll down until you see another little plus sign at the very bottom, and then you're going to click the color dropper tool, and it's going to allow you to drag this color dropper around and you can find what color you'd like. So you simply pick the color and then you click add to presets, and now when you scroll down you're going to see the color at the very bottom, and you can use this to draw highlighters on your planner spreads. So you can do that same technique with the pen as well. You just click the plus sign, click the little plus sign again, and then use your color dropper to find different colors that you can use to write or draw with the pen tool as well. So going back into my planner, I am going to click the darker brown color that I selected using the color dropper, and I'm going to go in and I just like to highlight the current week that I'm planning. So I'm currently planning the first week of September. It starts on Sunday and today is Thursday. So I'm a bit ahead of schedule here, but I'm filming a video for you guys, which is why I'm planning a little bit earlier than normal. And the other thing I like to do is go in and put little dots, almost like a little checklist dot beside my to-dos. And then when I'm done, I just check off the dot, but I find that this just adds a little bit more color to my planner as well. And then I'm also just gonna add a little dot to the dates here. The next thing I'm going to do is click the pen tool, and I'm using the dark brown color again, and I'm going to make my pen the thickest it can be, so 2 millimeters. And then I'm just going to draw little wavy lines underneath here. And then sometimes I like to put little pictures down in this little box down here if I don't have any notes or anything I need to write. So what I'm going to do is use the pen tool again, and I'm just going to add some color down here by drawing a rectangle along the border. And don't worry about it not being perfect, because when you get to the very end, hold it and it will snap into a perfect rectangle for you. And now I'm going to go to the image tool here at the toolbar, and I'm going to scroll across because I have saved some pictures from Pinterest to my camera roll, and I'm going to add some pictures down here. So the first one that I'm going to add is the cinnamon bun roll, and I'm going to crop it just to make it a bit more square, and then I'm going to resize it using the corner and drag it down and maybe put it on an angle like that. And I'm just going to find another picture here. I think I'm going to use this one, and then I'm just going to crop it again to make it a bit more square, and then I'm going to bring that down on an angle as well. And then I'm actually going to use this new feature that GoodNotes has. It's the tape tool, and I'm just using white, and the size of the tape that I'm using is 3.45 millimeters. And then I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm going to draw a little rectangle that kind of looks like a tape that's like sticking the picture to my planner. You don't have to do this, but it's just something I like to do once in a while just to make it look like I'm scrapbooking. I stuck my picture to my digital planner. I think this page is pretty much done, so the next thing I move on to is the vision board. So I'm just going to tap the little pen tool so that I can use the hyperlinks and the toolbar disappears, and then I'm going to click the vision board tab on this side here. So I actually pre-made a vision board this month that I decorated a few days ago, and I uploaded it to the freebie section on my website as well. So you're free to go download that and insert it onto here, or you can go onto Pinterest, find pictures that inspire you, and make a little collage vision board here. You can write notes on it, you can put digital stickers over top, and just decorate it to make it your own. So if you want to download the vision board that I created, just go to Safari and go to kdigitaldesign.com, and then you can sign in if you know know the password, and if not, you can sign up here and then you'll get an email with the password. So I'm gonna just click sign in, and this is what my freebie studio looks like. And then I'm gonna click the vision board file here, and then you're just gonna click this little download button, and then I'm just going to go to save image, and that's gonna save it to your photo album on your iPad. So then going back to the planner, click the pen tool and then click the image tool, and now your image is going to be right here, and then you can resize it to try and cover up the border underneath, and then there's your vision board for the month. So the next thing that I'm going to plan is the monthly spread here. So I'm going to click that pen tool again and then click the calendar button, and it's going to take me to the September monthly calendar page. So from here, I'm just going to plan out my month with appointments, if there's any activities for the kids that they're in, the first day of school, just little things that I need reminding of when I'm going to plan out my weeks. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is when school starts, and I'm actually going to use one of these labels that I created down here. So I'm going to use the lasso tool and then circle this label and press copy, and then I'm going to go back to my planner page, and then I'm going to click here, and then sometimes it does this, I'm not sure why, but it highlights the text. So I'm just actually going to zoom in on here and find a blank spot and then click paste. I'm not too sure if there's a workaround for that or if anyone else has figured out why it does that. But anyway, just zoom in, find a blank spot, and then it should paste for you. So I'm just going to resize this so it's a little bit smaller, and school actually starts on Tuesday, not Wednesday. So I'm just going to put the little label here, and then I'm going to use my text tool, and I'm actually going to change it to white because I think it'll look better on the brown. And then I'm just going to write back to school on here. Actually, I'm going to write school starts. Forgot to mention on the calendar, because the squares are a little bit smaller, I changed my font size to 25 because it fits a lot nicer, as you can see. So to save it as this, change the size that you want it to be, click this text tool, and then click save as default. And now every time you write something, it's going to be size 25 instead of 30. So now I'm going to change the font back to black, and then I'm going to go save as default again so that the font's not white. And now I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm just going to start planning out the month here. So for this day here, my children have dance every single week. So this is the first day that it starts up after the summer. And since it repeats, I'm actually going to duplicate it instead of writing it out. So I'll show you how to do that. And I'm actually going to highlight it because I know that I'm going to highlight everything after, and if I'm going to duplicate it, I just want to highlight it so it's all the same. So I'm just going to highlight hers, and I do my kids in different color coding just so it's easier visually for me to see like what belongs to what. Once you have it how you want it to look, circle it here and then click duplicate, and you literally just duplicate it the entire way down your month. Now it looks like this, and my other daughter has it on Wednesday, so I'm going to do the exact same thing but just color code it a different color. So now I'm just going to continue writing out the rest of my month here. So now that I have everything planned out on here, I'm going to finish color coding everything. So I'm just going to use the highlighter tool again, and I'm just going to go in and highlight everything in different colors. And then down here, I think instead of highlighting it just to add something more fun, I'm going to do the pen tool with that dark brown color again and just do one of those swirly little lines. So the next thing I think I'm going to do is make a notes section at the bottom of my calendar. So I'm going to take this big sticker here and then copy and paste it at the bottom of my calendar. And then I'm actually going to rotate it and make it larger, and I'm going to use this as like a sticky note notepad. So I'm going to write with the white color again. I'm going to put notes. And then I'm going to make this font bigger, so I'm going to use the lasso tool, but I'm going to turn off images so that it doesn't select the sticker behind it. And then I'm gonna lasso it and then press resize, and then I'm gonna drag this a bit bigger here. And then I'm gonna take my pen tool in a white color, and I'm gonna do another little swirly line like that. And then I'm gonna use the highlighter tool with that really light, almost like peach kind of color. And I'm just gonna make little dots along the side that I can take off as I write stuff. Well, that's not really showing up actually, maybe because it's too dark. So I think what I'm gonna do instead is use the pen tool and create little circles. So have the line on the thickest at 2 millimeters. And then again, if you just make an imperfect circle here, it's gonna correct itself when you hold it into a perfect circle, and then you can kind of just fill in that middle portion there. And then again, I'm just making sure the images was turned off, but handwriting is on. So I'm gonna lasso this circle and then press duplicate. And then I'm just gonna make little, like almost like tick boxes down the side here. And I'm gonna write my first little note here to myself. Since back to school is starting, we're going to have school fees. So I'm just gonna put pay school fees to remind myself. So now I'm gonna decorate with some digital stickers. So I'm gonna go back to this page here, and then I'm gonna select some digital stickers that I want to use on my monthly planner. So I'm gonna use this bear. I actually have to turn images back on because we turned it off on the calendar. So now I can select the image again. So I'm gonna copy, and then I'm gonna paste it just in some blank areas just to add something to make it a little more fun. And I'm gonna go back to this again. I'm going to circle the coffee cup, press copy. And then I think I'm just gonna add one more because I don't like to overcrowd my planners, but I think I'm going to use these little Ugg boots, and then I'm gonna put that down here. And now my monthly planner spread looks something like this. So the last thing I'm gonna do is just plan out the first week of September. I'm a week by week planner. I don't plan out all of the weeks at once. So every Sunday I usually sit down actually and do like a little planning session. So what I do now is I go to my monthly page, which we're already on, and then I'm gonna take the lasso tool, make sure everything is selected, and I'm just gonna circle this, copy it, and then I'm gonna go to the first weekly spread here, and I'm going to long click and then click paste. And then I'm just gonna lasso everything and move them into the spots that they were on the calendar. So I usually readjust my font size back to 30 again when I go back to the weekly planner spread. So change the size to 30, click the text tool, and then go save as default. So now it'll be 30 again. And I usually don't leave my writing looking like this because it's small, and I also don't highlight things on this page. I put little dots to check off, which I'll show you. So I'm just going to double click the font here and then resize all of these to 30. So now that I've resized everything, I'm going to put the little check dots that I was talking about. So click the highlighter tool again, and then click any color highlighter that you want to use. I'm going to use dark brown, and then I'm just going to go in and I'm going to dot these. And then for this one, I think I'm actually just gonna highlight it just because it's not really something I have to tick off to do. It's just to alert me that my website expires then and I have to have it done by that date. Now I'm gonna go in and write out my top 3 priorities for the week and then any other important to-dos that I wanna do for the week. It's saved as white for some reason here, so I'm just going to change this font to black, and then I'm gonna click the text tool again and go save as default. So there's my to-do list for the week, and now I'm going to put in my habits that I like to track every week. Just keeps me accountable because sometimes I can easily get distracted and fall off my goals. I also like to go in with the pen tool and then do that highlighter, the border along the rectangle again. So I am just going to do that right now. I'm going to draw this and then just hold at the end and it will snap into place and put a little bit of a tint behind it. And then as I go through the week and check off my goals, instead of doing a check mark, I actually like to use the highlighter tool, and then I'll just dot everything that I've done like that. The next thing I'm going to do is dot these squares too, just because I like to do the dots to check off. And since we're on the highlighter already, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just gonna make a pattern using the 3 darker highlighter colors here. And then now I'm just going to decorate my planner spread using the digital stickers that I created over here. And so that's all I'm gonna do for now. I don't know my work schedule yet, so I can't add any of that in. So my week looks a bit empty, but I know it's gonna fill up pretty fast here. I don't get my work schedule until the Friday before the week starts. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I will be monitoring them and answering the questions as they come in. I just wanna say thank you so much for being here and watching my videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.